I think it's also important to acknowledge, and certainly there's not the space in this module to give you a complete history of feminism and the emergence of various different types of feminism and their impact on how we understand femininity. But rather, it is what I'd like to do here is acknowledge feminism's enormous impact, not only in terms of very practical things like the suffragette movement, campaigns against domestic violence, campaigns for equal pay between men and women, those practical things, but also at a more philosophical level, that feminism has had significant impact on how we understand gender. And I think it's fair to say that we can see the impact of the feminist movement and feminist thought in a range of media texts. However, as this rather unfortunate ad from Bic shows, even more unfortunately, celebrating Happy Women's Day, certain ways of behaving are still gendered as masculine. And for some reason, this ad decides that in order to work like a boss, you have to think like a man, which the hundreds and thousands of women managers, CEOs, leaders across the world would probably have some issue with. So we've come a long way. We've come a long way in terms of how women are represented in the mass media, but unfortunately, we've still got a long way to go. And I think it's worth acknowledging that and thinking about how contemporary representations of gender still manage to subordinate femininity as a cultural concept, and also subordinate women in real life. And I want us to keep coming back to this idea that the media representations of various cultural groups have an impact on those groups, not only on those groups and how they see themselves, but the rest of the population in terms of how we understand women, non-Anglo people, the working class, to go the full gamut of the groups that we've looked at in these final modules in KCB 101.